You're watching News 3 now at 5. A clear and mild Tuesday, but that could possibly change by tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti on the weather patio with the very latest. Gary?
Well, we are expecting some rain chances, but right now they look to be pretty small, at least about this time tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Now, today there were a couple of thunderstorms that popped up mainly to our east from the Fox Valley down toward Milwaukee, right on the Lake Breeze front that drifted out into Lake Michigan and then down into parts of northern Illinois. But you can see on Doppler track, all of those showers and storms are either out over Lake Michigan or down into northern Illinois and have moved out of southern Wisconsin. So right now we're looking at a dry forecast for this evening. Low temperatures this morning started out in the lower to middle 60s across most of southern Wisconsin, a few 50s north and west of the Dells. Right now temperatures are mainly in the 80s. Madison still at 85, one of the warmer temperatures around, but the humidity levels are not too high, so it doesn't really feel that bad. It's also 85 in Middleton, 87 right now in Oregon, and 86 degrees in Verona. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures dropping off into the upper 60s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look and see when our best chances for rain will be over the next 10 days.
Gary, thank you. Controversy around the Madison School District's recently retired communications director has swirled now for months. For the first time today, we're learning about a second investigation. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles has the report. Naomi?
Eric, that's right. I have that second investigation here, but just to catch you up, employees filed a complaint against Tim Lamons last December. That complaint alleged retaliation, discrimination, and bullying. The district found that complaint without merit, and then Lamons sued to keep it quiet. He lost that case, and the public learned about the allegations in May. Now we're learning the school launched a second investigation also in May, this time into whether Lamons retaliated against the employees who brought the complaint. That investigation, we are now learning, led to a third-party recommendation that the district fire Lamons. Lamons and his attorney spent 11 pages refuting the findings of that investigation and called the whole process a, quote, media vendetta bent on firing him. Now, if you're having trouble keeping track of all these different investigations, findings, and complaints in this timeline, I've got it all laid out for you online at channel3000.com, along with what this second investigation said Lamons was guilty of. After this investigation, he retired from the district.
Naomi, thank you. New tonight, police have arrested one of the men wanted in connection to a fatal shooting in East Madison last month. 32-year-old Devontae Gafford was taken into custody without incident in Milwaukee yesterday. They're still looking for the other suspect, 21-year-old Mark Parks Jr. Gafford and Parks are facing intentional homicide charges in the shooting death of 20-year-old Devon Grant. More than 60 shells were found at the scene near the intersection of Milwaukee Street at Milky Way. Anyone with information about Parks' location is urged to contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers, the number there at the bottom of your screen. 19 people are dead in Rock County this year from suspected opioid overdoses. 12 of those happened in Beloit. Our Kyle Pozorski joins us to share how a new life-saving solution is now in place at the public library.
We're trying to get ahead of some of the need that is out there and that we see every day at the public library and within our community.
In 2021, over 80,000 Americans died from opioid-related overdoses, according to the National Institute of Health. Now a solution is in place at the Beloit Public Library, a life-saving vending machine. The process is just like any ordinary vending machine. You come up, punch in a number, and then it vends just like a soda or a bag of chips.
This is one way of almost piloting of how you can get be responsive at a very local level to the people that need it.
Library Director Nick Damasis tells me a partnership between the County Public Health Department and library will be crucial in ending the opioid epidemic in Beloit. He believes the library needs to serve the community in more ways than just books.
As we look to really reflect the community, both in our collections and in our services, we also need to respond to community needs. And so this is a great step in that direction.
Beloit has seen 12 suspected opioid overdose deaths this year. It's a tragic number met with a positive push to prevent more heartbreak.
With the number of deaths that we've seen and the number of suspected overdoses that we've seen in the area, we felt that this was a really important thing to be able to provide for the community.
Beloit's public library is open 62 hours a week, which is why they say it was a perfect location to house the readily accessible medication.
It's meant as a resource for families who have a loved one who may have an addiction, and it's always good to have these products on hand just in case.
That's Kyle Pozorski reporting. Now, last year, a similar vending machine was also installed, and that was at the Rock County Jail. New at 5, Chrysler is recalling nearly 45,000 vehicles because the airbags may not deploy properly. The problem is a piece of interior trim that can actually interfere with the airbag. Affected vehicles include current and 2022 Jeep Wagoneers and Grand Wagoneers. Any Chrysler dealer can inspect those vehicles and correct the problem at no charge. Also new starting next month, people who request new phone services in the Madison area will be given a new area code. The Public Service Commission of Wisconsin says that switch will go into effect September 15th. They say it's because the 608 area code will run out of assignable prefixes by the first quarter of next year, if not sooner. Again, this will only affect phone numbers provided to new customers. Existing numbers will not change.
Today, I'm calling on the legislature to finish your work on the 2023-25 biennial budget.
Unfinished business. That's what Governor Evers said during an event in Milwaukee this morning, and that's why he's calling the legislature back into session. Political reporter Will Keneally has more.
So throughout the spring and early summer, we went through a whole state budget process. But the governor this morning at a child care center in Milwaukee says that work is not done.
The fact remains that Republicans have offered no real comprehensive plan.
Governor Tony Evers wants more from Republicans on things like child care and paid family leave. But that ask, well, today turned into more of a prod as the governor signed an executive order forcing the legislature back into session, meeting later next month.
There will not be bipartisan responsibility for inaction. The consequences are theirs.
The governor drafted the budget, but the Republican-controlled Budget Writing Committee did most of the work, largely starting from scratch. Evers and the Democrats say this is part of a package to help bolster the state's workforce.
These challenges that have plagued our state for generations will continue, holding our families, our economy, and our state back if Republicans in the legislature don't take seriously this second chance.
That also included higher education funding, which the governor wants Republicans to take up. Now, Republicans have traditionally ignored these special session calls, quickly gaveling in and out of the sessions without debating any legislation.
Government is supposed to be sticky and deliberative. It's supposed to be us coming together and having conversations to solve real problems in our communities. And this is a real problem, and it's only going to get worse with inaction.
But Republicans want to take a different tactic, saying that competitive tax cuts will help Wisconsin. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos said in a statement in part that, quote, today's announcement is nothing more than a rehash of Tony Evers' tax and spend budget. We are not going to do that in Wisconsin.
Despite the benefit of the largest surplus in state's history, Republicans rejected much of my workforce plan, all without providing any real justification, any kind of substantive debate, or any meaningful alternative of their own.
Now, that special session is scheduled for September 20th. Reporting from Milwaukee, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
You may start seeing more spongy moths popping up here in Wisconsin. This time of the year is mating season for those invasive insects, so you may see spongy brown egg masses on tree trunks, branches, and other areas. Lisa Johnson, a horticulture educator with the UW Extension, explained that while the insects generally have a roughly 10-year outbreak cycle, a lack of rain can make those outbreaks worse.
When we have a wet spring, there are various fungal diseases that will take those caterpillars out, but we didn't have that this year, so more of them survived. And each egg mass can contain up to 1,000 caterpillars, so it doesn't take much for you to have a real problem.
When someone comes across these egg masses, they can scrape them into a bucket of soapy water and let it sit for 2 days. That's to make sure the eggs don't hatch. Arborists can also spray the masses to keep the insects population at bay. To our back-to-school coverage now as families prepare to send kids back to the classrooms. Some are considering a really big decision, and that's whether it's time for their student to have a phone. Chris Stanford found a tool to help you make a more informed decision.
Parents can feel pressured to give their child a phone, but it doesn't have to be that way. AT&T joined up with the American Academy of Pediatrics and came up with a questionnaire. It's composed of 10 short questions. Some of them are, who started the conversation, you or the child? How often does your child act responsibly? How often do they follow the rules about other media, like TV, tablets, or video games? It's designed to make the choice about responsibility, not necessarily their age.
And so I think it's useful as a tool to kind of say, hey, take the age out of it for a second, to your point, and say, just, what's your child sitting at in terms of their development mentally, and where their commitments are and where their responsibilities lie.
And it's not just about whether the kids are ready. The questionnaire also weighs whether the parent is ready to monitor their child's habits. The survey is available at screenready.att.com. Back to you.
And a reminder, we're just getting started with our 2-week push to gather school supplies and make sure every student in Dane County is set up for success this school year. You can drop off supplies at our studios here at News 3 Now or at any Metcalf's or Walgreens location. You can find other details at channel3000.com/back to school. Coming up, Gary returns. He has our complete forecast, plus thousands remain without power after severe storms across the eastern United States. A closer look at what communities are dealing with after the break. And red numbers on Wall Street in Tuesday trading. The Dow falls another 159 points. NASDAQ down 110. S&P loses 19. And we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Mitch Cromody of A&F Farms, and this is my John Deere. I would say what stands out for me for Sloan Implement is customer service, showing that they care and always being there when you need something. They'll get on it as fast as they can. We went over there and met Ryan to look at a sprayer, and ever since then we bought a ton of implements and tractors and stuff from him, and you always felt safe buying something from them. So if we had our choice, it'd always be Sloan's, because it's just been wonderful to work with, and that is why I think Sloan's first.
You've probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you'll love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off with special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
Special report. Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Allegations of bullying, harassment, and a media vendetta come to light in the Madison School District. A second investigation released explosive revelations about former employee Tim Lamont's behavior. News 3 Now investigates the records tonight at 6.
Get ready for an improved news experience. The all-new Channel 3000 News app is here. Experience a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Nearly 1 million acres of land surrounding the Grand Canyon in northern Arizona are now federally protected. President Biden officially designated the site the nation's newest national monument, preserving ancestral land that many Native American tribes in the region consider sacred. The move also bans future uranium mining in the area, a long sought-after goal of tribal communities and environmental groups.
This designation will safeguard one of our most important water supplies, continue to support a strong economic activity in communities across our state, and preserve a cultural and natural treasure for future generations.
President Biden stopped in Arizona, part of a three-state western swing where he's expected to tout his economic policies as well as efforts to combat climate change. Well, heavy rain and violent winds hammered cities and towns east of the Mississippi yesterday. The damage from the intense storms is scattered from Alabama all the way north to upstate New York. Mike Valerio shows us the dramatic rescues that continued into today.
Trapped after torrential rain, a delicate and historic rescue north of Boston. First responders take hold of a driver, water flooding up to her window, and then float her back to safety. In North Carolina, trees simply snapped outside of Charlotte, careening feet from families hunkering down.
The rain was literally sideways, trees, limbs hitting your truck as you're driving.
In Anderson, South Carolina, firefighters said a falling tree killed a 15-year-old. The high school sophomore's closest friends and family devastated.
They continue to cope and deal with the tragic loss we've experienced here.
Just certainly feel for them. They're wonderful neighbors. I just can't imagine going through what they're going through.
Staggering scenes near Baltimore, where giant utility poles proved no match for the winds. One after another knocked down, some around drivers. Maryland State Police say first responders rescued 47 people from this wreckage.
Last night, lives were saved. There were people who were stuck and stranded in cars who were able to sleep in their own beds last night.
In the heart of Philadelphia, a tower cam showed the skyline swallowed by storm clouds. The side of this huge Tennessee warehouse looking more like a Lego set. Layers of heavy cinder blocks buckled. Roofs ripped away, scattered across the ground. And in the air, an all-out effort to get thousands of people back on planes after ground stops stretched from Atlanta up the eastern seaboard to New York. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Well, no severe weather here. I'll look at our first warn forecast. Here's Gary.
You know, over the last couple of days, there were almost 1,700 severe weather reports from the East Coast, almost all the way to the West Coast. Of course, the worst of the weather was through the Carolinas and then into the mid-Atlantic states into New York City. But some of that severe weather started across the Midwest, mainly south of Wisconsin into northern Illinois and southern portions of Iowa. And then there were also severe thunderstorms, a little more widely scattered, but quite a bit of hail reports across parts of Colorado into Nebraska and Kansas from storms that develop off the front range of the Rocky Mountains and then just kind of migrate inland. And also some wind and hail reports even up into parts of Oregon and Idaho, kind of rare for them. Here in Wisconsin, there actually were a couple of strong wind reports today, one near Oshkosh and then down toward Kenosha and into parts of northeastern Illinois around Waukegan. Winds up to almost 50 miles an hour and some thunderstorms that developed late this afternoon. But you can see how those storms developed and then moved eastward. So just a few of our viewers got some rain up in the northeastern portion of the area, and now that's out over Lake Michigan or down across northern Illinois, and we will stay dry for the rest of tonight. You can see southern Wisconsin right now pretty much precipitation free. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Look for temperatures to be almost as close to normal as you could find for this time of year. I've got high temperatures for the next 10 days between 80 and 84. Nighttime low temperatures between 60 and 64. The average high temperature is in the low 80s, and the average nighttime low temperature is in the lower 60s. You just can't get closer to normal than that. There will be some chances for showers and thunderstorms. A slight chance late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Better chances for Friday and then Sunday night, and then another chance toward the middle part of next week. Humidity levels might come up a bit for Friday, so it'll feel a little muggy. Otherwise, I mean, even with the warm temperatures, it's not going to feel all that bad. These scattered showers and thunderstorms that develop to our east and south, actually just kind of along an old dying cold front, just pushing to the south and east. Now drier air is moving in, and the skies have actually cleared out. Up to the north, there are some scattered showers and thunderstorms near the U.S.-Canadian border along a cold front, which actually becomes stationary back into North Dakota. So these storms are moving more east than anything else and will stay to our north, at least for the time being. Tomorrow, they'll drift a little farther south and see a better chance for a shower or thunderstorm late tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. But by and large, there's just not a lot of push of cooler air behind that front to push it south and gather a little more strength and a little more moisture to get more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. So winds out of the south bringing up a little more humidity. That's where the showers and storms have been more numerous across eastern Colorado into Wyoming and then into Nebraska and Kansas. But around here, with all those storms to our south, it keeps the moisture away from southern Wisconsin. Storms to the north keeping the moisture away from southern Wisconsin. So we're just enjoying comfortably warm temperatures. I mean, 85 is a little warm for this time of year, but with the low humidity, it actually feels like it's 83. So the heat index is actually less than the actual air temperature. Notice the dew point temperature, 52 degrees. The dew points are higher to the south. That's why the thunderstorms have been migrating into northern Illinois. And then a few pockets of 60-degree-plus dew points in northern Minnesota. That's fueling those thunderstorms up to the north. Planning your night across Dane County, low of 61 in Mount Vernon, 61 in Marshall, 61 in Cambridge with mostly clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 59 for the low in Janesville, 57 in Little Rock, and 56 in Camp Douglas. For tomorrow, partly sunny and warm. Slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm late in the afternoon, high temperature at 84, and future track will show you just how slight those chances are. This is 1 p.m. tomorrow, maybe a couple of showers and thunderstorms up to the north. They kind of drop on through during the evening hours and then just kind of fizzle out so we get toward midnight, and the rain chances are gone except maybe an isolated shower or storm out to the west. If you look at the coverage of precipitation, most of us will stay dry. Areas that get rain generally will be less than 1/10 of an inch unless a heavier thunderstorm pops up over your location, maybe up to a 1/2 inch of rain there. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. Those temperatures on the warm side, but comfortably warm. Lower to middle 80s through the weekend. Thunderstorms likely on Fridays. The humidity levels come up. Saturday and Sunday should be dry. Another pretty good chance of thunderstorms Sunday night. Monday and Tuesday dry. Maybe a thunderstorm chance Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday dry. So kind of rinse repeat on this forecast. In our first warn traffic right now, on the Beltline, we've got an accident on Stoughton Road near the Beltline. That's affecting traffic more on Stoughton Road than on the Beltline, although there are some slowdowns eastbound approaching Stoughton Road. Otherwise, I-39, 90, 94, east side of Madison, no problems there. Beltline traffic, pretty normal, at least as far as travel times are concerned. 20 minutes inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown on East Washington Avenue and US 151. Heading out from the Beltline to Janesville on I-39, 90 takes you 25 minutes. US 12 middle to Sauk City is a 17-minute commute. And downtown to Sun Prairie, a little elevated time. There's 23 minutes today. That's your news for now. First warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. Nominations for a new poet laureate for the city of Madison are now open. We caught up with a current poet laureate to talk about what the past 3 years have been like in that job. Angela Trudell Vasquez has had the position since 2020, and during their service, poet laureates generously share their love of poetry with our city, create occasional poems for specific civic events, and they participate and sustain the poetry programs for the city of Madison. Angela does have some advice for her successor.
You tell the best story. Don't let other people tell your stories, is what I've said for years. You write your own story. So if you believe in your work, if you've been doing the work, if you want to bring other people into the poetry world, make it accessible to them and show them how it can, you know, enrich their lives, this is the role for you.
Madison is one of the first cities with a poet laureate. The call for nominations for a new poet laureate is now open and will close on September 27th. The new poet laureate will begin their term January 15th of 2024. Coming up, gas prices have soared in recent weeks. What's causing those higher costs and when we could see a dip? That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Loa Footwear, a name synonymous with premium outdoor footwear for 80-plus years. Our patented mono-wrap construction wraps the foot in a lightweight yet firmly supportive frame. We use a softer polyurethane in our midsoles that provides better shock absorption and ultimate comfort underfoot. Plus, our patented Gore-Tex liner is more durable and creates a smoother fit, thus less potential for blisters or discomfort.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Allergies aren't fun for anyone, especially when they work their way into your home. But professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer can dramatically improve indoor air quality and significantly reduce indoor allergens. Installing our whole home purification system Restore will even help prevent the spread of airborne viruses and bacteria. If you want to significantly reduce allergy triggers in your home, call or go online to book a free inspection today.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that feels up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Right now, save $500 on the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress. Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are just $74 per month when using Steinhafels' 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
After relatively smooth sailing to begin the busy summer travel season, gas prices have climbed in recent weeks, but relief could be around the corner. Karen Kaifa takes a look at what's been pushing those prices higher at the pump and why things could change by the end of the month.
At the gas pumps, a summertime surge. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.82, still 23 cents lower than 1 year ago, but it's 25 cents higher than when the summer driving season started Memorial Day weekend. As key states like Texas and Louisiana swelter in the summer heat, refineries have slowed down. Temperatures above 100 degrees have prompted temporary outages and cut supply.
Refineries are exposed to the elements, and so refineries can't escape the heat. A lot of the time, sensitive equipment that refineries use is very sensitive to triple-digit temperatures.
Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy says at the same time, OPEC has curbed supply to drive global oil prices higher.
Some of the heat-related issues that now are starting to fade, but overall, the higher price of oil has been causing gas prices to finally rise to some of the highest levels we've seen since last year.
A turnaround could be on the way soon. DeHaan says the typically slower driving weeks of August, combined with a drop-off in temperatures, could give drivers some relief for the final weeks of summer.
If we can avoid a major hurricane, or if we can avoid OPEC making further production cuts or other refining issues, we should see gas prices improving between now and Labor Day.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
And right now in Dane County, the average cost of a gallon of regular is about $3.44. Final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Every spring, the love of my life came here to paint. Cress helped us make sure she's never forgotten.
We are Cress. We truly believe your memories matter.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One.
fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
Get up to 56% off list at our huge 56th anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. Plus, enter to win a free car. It doesn't get any better than this. Amazing deals on living rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. Oh, did we mention totally free shipping with no minimum? Up to 56% off list. 56th anniversary sale. And someone's walking away with a free car at Slumberland Furniture. It's a big deal.
Trust Menards to keep your home's exterior protected with our great selection of exterior paints and stains. Dutch Boy Exterior Stain and Sealer is dirt and scuff resistant to preserve the wood's natural beauty. Get Dutch Boy Exterior Stain and Sealer for $35.94 plus save 11%. Try Cabot Premium Stains and Finishes for unbeatable quality and protection against weathering for your exterior wood surfaces. A gallon of Australian timber oil is just $49.98 plus save 11% now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 6, how air quality issues could impact sporting events this school year. Plus, Senator Tammy Baldwin has a new Republican challenger. Those stories and more tonight. Next hour, News 3 Now at 6. Final check with Gary.
Looking pretty nice out there. There's the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Partly sunny skies here. Platteville, Queen Bee Radio Skycam. Plenty of sunshine over southwestern Wisconsin. The showers and thunderstorms now out over Lake Michigan, moving away from southern Wisconsin. And temperatures still on the warm side, 85 Madison. That's one of the warmer spots around, but humidity levels are low.
CBS Evening News is next. We're back in 30 for News 3 Now at 6.